Okay. Assalamu alaikum. In this training, I will teach you how to quantum leap and how to unlock your dream destiny. Let's go. So, about you, you are here. You made the du'as, you journaled your triggers, you've done the mindset work, you've watched all those TikToks, but deep down, you're still stuck. It's like success is so close, but you just can't get in. Because the version of you that you are now is not the version of you that already has all the dreams that you want. You grew up believing ambition was selfish, that feminine power had to be quiet, small, and humble, that big dreams or having a business is something for men and not for women. So now, every time you want more, you dream bigger, you want to speak up, you feel guilty about it. Not because you're ungrateful, but because you were conditioned to shrink. You were programmed from an early age to self sabotage yourself. You've outgrown your old version of yourself, but you still are not the future version of yourself. So you keep trying to create a new life, but from an old identity, and that's why it's not working for you. You keep doing the work, but your inner world is not aligned with that future vision you have. So you self sabotage. It's natural. You self sabotage yourself. You ghost your goals. You stall, not because you're lazy, but because no one ever taught you how to rise with Allah at the center, how to rise without forcing it too much. So now you feel tired of carrying those wounds and fear that was never yours, all those traumas holding you back without you even realizing. You're tired of looking like the good girl while silently you're betraying your soul. Tired of hiding, performing, and pretending you're fine because deep down you know that you're not fine, but you don't want to complain because other people have had so much worse than you, or they make you feel that way. It's not that your dream is too big, that you cannot reach it. It's just that your current self is not built for that dream. And that's where the shift begins. And I know this because I have gone through the same thing. I wanted to build a business that aligned with my purpose, that was halal, and that I wanted to have a lot of barakah in my life, all right? So I read all the books that I can find. I hired all the mentors, the coaches. I bought all the courses and everything. I watched all the videos of those courses, but still I was not having the results. I was so frustrated, because I was still being the person I was expected to be in my life and not the person I wanted to be. So in my life from the outside, I was just being the person I was expected to, but then inside in my room, I was doing all those things. I was showing up in my life for everyone and everybody because they needed me, but not for me. So I was thinking to myself, what if I heal and they stay the same? Will that distance us? Because I value my sister so much. But at that moment, at that time, we had conversations about investments. I was the only one in my family investing in myself, investing in courses, in coaches, in just healing my trauma, in my personal development and my healing. And nobody was doing that. So everybody saw that as a huge waste of money, you know? And when I was not having the results, I was even frustrated even more than them. I was thinking in my mind, would I lose the closeness I have with them if I become so much healthier and a better version of myself? I did not want to lose them. So for me, it was not about fear of failure. Everybody talks about fear of failure, but actually, it was not my problem. That's why it was not resonating with me and it was not helping me because I was dealing with the fear of losing belonging. I didn't want to be the one that outgrew the group, the misfit. I did not want to be that. So subconsciously, without even realizing, I was still playing small. So I filled my time with things that looked good on the outside, like Quran teaching, family time. But inside, I was avoiding what I really wanted. I was escaping that. So I was doing so much, but not on the things that mattered most to me. And then one day it hit me, just sitting with family, that I wasn't growing from peace. I was growing from pressure, from guilt, from comparison, from disappointments in myself and obligation. And then I stopped choosing between ambition and connection, between belonging and becoming, and I finally felt safe doing the work. When I healed, I started showing up fully. Everything changed from that moment for me. And that's why I want to teach you this. There are so many myths about success, okay? So many lies that we listen to mainstream online. So many people talking about this. You see so many successful men talking about success, having coaches and coaches, but actually, Those men only teach you the hard way, the hustle hard mentality, masculine mentality. But we are women. So that's why it was never resonating with me. I was doing it because it was not working. Why? Because they say wake up early, grind all day, work all day and night, just give it 1 year, lock in. And this whole idea of working yourself into exhaustion and neglecting your health and whatever, it was not, it was really not doing it for me. Why? Because I'm a woman, all right? And if I listen to those men, I become a man. And I really don't want to be like that. But I was listening to them and I was learning from them. And then I realized, oh my God, why am I so masculine? And without me even realizing it, I was even learning from women coaches that were also masculine. Because this whole idea of masculine energy is so out there that success is so linked to masculine energy. But actually, no. You can be a woman, a very feminine woman, a very healed woman, and having a successful business, you know? But people are not talking about this enough. And I discovered this. And then on the other side, you see Muslims saying, oh, you know what? If you have a dream and you have goals, all right, you want to have that dream life, travel the world, whatever, you have to wait until you get married. And then you can do all that with your husbands. You can go with your husband. You can go and then travel the whole world. You can build that business with your man and all those things. But I know that you attract who you are and not what you want. So if I want to have a successful man that is healed from his trauma, I also have to do that for myself. I have to be the person that I want to marry because it's very insincere. It's very hypocritical even if you want to marry someone great, but you are not doing anything. You are self-sabotaging and you're not at that level because that man would not want a woman like that. Okay, so basically you attract who you are and not what you want. So I know that this advice was just nonsense. So after I experienced all this, what I realized, and I experienced this big error in my mind because I was doing everything everybody was talking about except for getting married, of course, but I was still not having the results and not baraka. Because if you do this hard masculine way of building a business, you have no baraka because you're forcing it too much and going against your own flow. And then I realized that success is natural. All those limiting beliefs you have, those trauma, so many things are holding you back and controlling you without you even realizing it. All right. Like for me, it was the fear of abandonment, of the fear of losing belonging. But the true way of success is actually those three. You need flow, alignments, and embodiments. In Islam, this is what Islam teaches. This is what Allah sees as success. Success in Allah's eyes is not about exhausting yourself into the wrong things and abandoning your salah and your health and seeing your family just to lock in and work on your goals. No, this is not success. Success is, yes, you can have dreams, you can have ambitions, but your faith is here to teach you how to go about it, how to deal with that ambition, how to reach it in the right way. All right? And then you have alignment. Alignment is crucial because you will only ever do what you are in alignment with. So if you try to be something that you are not, it will never work because you are not that at your core. So that's why we have to go to your core and to your heart and to your trauma, to your past, and see what are all those things that are making you self sabotage. All right. And then you have embodiment. When you have the flow and you have the alignment, the embodiment is natural. Because then when you become an embodiment of success, all right, then success is inevitable for you. It's so natural, you cannot not be successful. And that's what we want to be. So this new method of my coaching is based on 3 stages. First, we start with clarity. Clarity, okay? Who is your current identity? What's your purpose? How is your nafs at this moment? What are your limiting beliefs? We go very, very, very deep into who you are, what all those blocks are, the spiritual, emotional blocks, your healing blocks, everything that is blocking you, we go to that because you cannot ever build when the foundation is still lacking. So that's what we do with the homework exercises. Then, after clarity is in check, we go to climate, we build your climate. Climate is about setting yourself for success, making it so easy for you to do the things that you're supposed to do by making it align with you. All right. Then, when you have that, you can focus on your competence and building the tools and building the skills that you actually want to have and that your future version actually already has. All right. Because you cannot tackle all those obstacles at the same way. We tackle one thing at a time so that it's very constructive and you can do whatever afterwards. That you should never go back to the beginning. You already dealt with that, you're over. Now it's next level, next level, next level things. All right. So then when you are at competence, that's all you have to focus on, just building the skills, and that will make it so much easier, effortless for you. So this is a proven system. I already coached a group before, and I started with one-on-one, but now I'm doing group coaching. So I guide the Muslim women like you through these 12 weeks of deep transformational work, identity work. All right. This whole coaching gives you the speed. It's about the speed. Because in 3 months, you will learn so much, transform so much, and have this huge identity shift that you have been chasing for years. You will experience that in 3 months. So that after these 3 months, you don't have obstacles anymore. You will go flying. You will do whatever comes, idea you have, you will act on that right away because you now have the right identity. All right. So how do we do that? We have weekly teachings, weekly coachings, of course. The trainings are every week. Yes, it's live with the whole group. Then you get homework sent to you, IDEO lessons, you have PDF lessons, writing exercises, meditations. You have all that you need to make this happen. It's not just learning with your mind, but integrating it and actually taking the action with every lesson. All right? So this is where your inner work, when you do the inner work, you will instantly, you will see results in your outer world because the two are very, very connected. So you don't just grow, you rise. So by the end of these 3 months, you will notice this huge identity shift that you have been waiting for so long. All right. So these I said I coached the group before. Those are three testimonials from the group. Okay, I wanted to share these with you because those touched me the most. So, Shema from Germany, she said, "You cleared a dark cloud out of my chest by the way of will of Allah." You know, so many people I talk with, they say, "Subhanallah, I made this dua, Allah help me," and then suddenly I find your content and this and that. I'm so touched by that because I know that I'm just doing my work and Allah is helping me. Allah is wanting me to help all those beautiful souls and He's bringing them to me by His own grace. So when you do what you are supposed to do in your life and you listen to the calling Allah has for your life, you will see Allah helping you. All right. And when you go against what Allah wants for you, you will see so many obstacles and your life just getting hard. That's why we have to go back to the core and see what is it that Allah wants me to do. And then when you go there, when you go in that route, you will see Allah unlocking all the success for you in Deen, Dunya, and Akhirah. All right. So think about Shaitan. Shaitan is working day and night to make you fail. We have to do the opposite. Okay. We have to work day and night to make us succeed in the right way and please Allah while we're building our dreams. That's the ultimate biggest dream. All right. Then Suhaila from France, she said, inner work changes everything. It really, really does. Because your outer world is always just a reflection of your inner world. Oh, yeah. All right. Like Allah said in the Quran, Allah says, Allah doesn't change the condition of a people until they change themselves. All right. And this is where we do the inner work and we change your nafs. And then Sabina from the UK, she said, Wallahi, you helped change my brain and my life. Absolutely. And I can't wait to see your own testimonial in here and hear all the things that you have experienced after this training. All right. So I have a promise to make for you. All right. Because I really trust Allah in this. I trust the process. I trust me helping this and making this impact. And I trust you for doing the work. I want to make this promise to you so that you have no risk, okay? So that you're not hesitant anymore. This is my promise. My promise is after those 3 months working together and you do the work and you show up and you do everything, but after the 3 months you still don't have results. It's impossible because everyone has results with that. So even if you still don't have results after the 3 months, I will work on you. I will work with you one-on-one, all right? So that you will experience this identity shift, all right? That's my promise. So you have nothing to lose, no guilt, no pressure, just integrity. All right, that's my promise because I want you to experience this. So I'm so excited for you. Book a free call and let's transform today. Not tomorrow, but today. All right? Yalla, assalamu alaikum. Take care of yourself and I see you on the call, inshallah.